so much for coming out and supporting them and checking them out and seeing what they're like. I have the immense pleasure this afternoon of introducing 3 incredible local authors, writers, who are each great in their own respect. What connects them all, you may wonder? They all have presented with Incite Queer Writers Read, which is a fabulous bi-monthly reading series that is housed at Literary Arts. So check the calendar for those events. So today, who are you listening to? You're going to hear Sossity Chiricuzio. And Miss Tammy Lynn Stoner. And I don't know which order you're going in, so I'm going to let you jump right up here. Let's give a big round of applause for Sossity.
This is lovely. They told us there might not be anybody, so it's great. You just never know. Can you all hear me okay? All right. I'm going to project as best as I can. I've got 2 pieces for you here today. The first one is a poem. It's called Tangled. I miss my cat. The rabbit fur soft gray of her belly that she never let anyone touch. That one time that she did little spoons my big under the covers while I slept and slept the sorrowful sleep of a grandmother's deathbed rejection of all that makes me who I am. Waking to her soft fur against my belly, my hand on hers, no claws or protest, just tenderness, just sympathy. I miss my grandmother, not the one that tightened down so far that words for weaving and plants were all that we had left. Not the one that took my picture off the wall, the one that hung it up, the one that told me stories while looking me in the eye. The one that loved slow-talking cowboys and poetry and road trips and making pictures until her fingers were stained and deep purple and wildflowers and store-bought cookies. The one that believed in adventurous granddaughters and reincarnation and finding your own way to faith. The grandmother who gave me a hope chest when I was 16, filling it with new dishes and family heirlooms and not one single assumption about marriage. Just me, living the life I chose. Just her, seeing me. The high Sonoran Desert has a sky the color of grief, just as dusk deepens into night and everything is startled into momentary silence. It bleeds down over the mountains and soaks into the ground until eventually it looks just like everything else. When my adopted brother died in a car chase fueled by a stubborn last hurrah, my whole family was wrecked. Away at college, I didn't find out for days, their attempt to save me grieving alone. I arrived unprepared in thoughts or wardrobe, finding myself in a tiny black dress and a state of shock in the back of a church I never even knew was there, while strangers talked about a man I barely recognized. I don't grieve in churches. I'm too on guard, and besides, everyone else was crumpled in sorrow or drunk or both. When I finally made it back to my grandmother's house, she tucked me into a bath with candles and soft music and privacy to weep. She didn't ask me questions or pass me the phone. She just let me be. My cat was too smart for most games. It took her all of 15 minutes to follow the red beam of light from the wood floor up to the silver rod in my hand, which she bit once, gently, just to make a point. She chased string for a while, but only if I kept it interesting. She loved catnip to the point of feral, ears back and a stalk jutting from her mouth while she rolled in ecstasy. She preferred her own chair to my lap, but kept me company for hours. The solid curves of antique wood furniture are a piece of my grandmother's magic. Blue glass in the window and vintage bottles wavy with time. The sound of a can opener would always make my cat come running. It almost always makes me want to cry.